Moving on to the next session for the day, I am glad to welcome Mrs.V.Latha for the CV shortlisted and expert feedback round. Mrs.V.Latha has been associated with SRM University as an assistant professor in Career Development Center. She has completed MA and MPhil. There goes a quote which says, "A teacher takes a hand, opens up the mind and touches the heart." Mrs.V.Latha is one such individual with a lot of pleasant attitude and lots of passion for teaching. She handles verbal aptitude for competitive exams and spoken English in intermediate level, language enhancement, soft skills and communication for the corporate professionals, and also helps students for the placement preparation. She is someone who moves very smoothly and has a perfect smile. She readily brings talents in everyone and makes them feel that they are talented in their own way and not any less than the other. She is here now with us to talk about shortlisted CVs and give expert feedback. We are glad to have you here, ma'am.
Morning, one and all present here. Welcome to Bioyantra 16. Second day program, distinguished guests, experts, domain experts. Welcome all to the program. It's a great privilege for me to be here amidst you to share my understanding of how an HR shortlist the profiles, in fact. CV selection is a crucial process when the competitors for the job specified huge in number. Somewhere I happen to go through if thousands and thousands of profiles are being received by the company, they install a software where they have all the keywords in the CVs that are to be mandatory, and depending upon the number of keywords that they are expecting from the profiles, accordingly they are shortlisting the profiles. Accordingly the numbers or the marks or the scores are awarded and the profiles are shortlisted. Here again, yesterday Biomedical department conducted online examination or paper-based test, and it exactly assesses your technical proficiency or the knowledge level or comprehension or application level, whatever. And there were plenty of students who attended, who participated, or rather who attended the test as well. And based on the cutoff set by the department, there were a few candidates who cleared the cutoff and they were asked to submit their CVs through the portal. And as Suchita referred about the domains, especially the 3 domains biomedical engineering professionals would be seeking jobs. And there is a statistics from 2004 to 2024, there will be 23% hike in the biomedical engineering jobs. So definitely that is a very positive sign for the entire biomedical engineering professionals, upcoming professionals, and that is a positive sign for many who are very much attracted towards software industry and computer science industry. Not that biomedical engineering will have to have all the skills, software skills, electronic industry skills, and the mathematical skills, all are required to be a successful biomedical engineer in future. Though the career entry itself, these skills are required, and more so for the career graph to grow, or the hierarchy to rise in a hierarchy. There is a lot of skills that are to be explored and manifested during the course of the job. So when the team, Career Development Center, we happened to get all the CVs, uploaded CVs, domain-wise segregated, and we received last night 10 p.m. So let me just share this instance. The time allotted for the team to come up with a shortlisting, that is 9 to 9:15 is the time this morning. Last late evening 10 only we received all the profiles, segregated ones. We had to shortlist. Dear friends, tell me, this is a scenario even the company faces. Am I right? Would you accept this? At least the students who are here, SRM University students, when your CV shortlisted, or you clear one round called technical round or online aptitude, whatever, the very next day morning itself the CV selection happens, or you are shortlisted for the first phase of the recruitment process. If it is off campus, there will be thousands and thousands of candidates who are clearing the first level and they are submitting the CVs, and CV selection is going to be a very, very strenuous process for the HR recruiters. And Career Development Center, we had a team of 4 or 5 members who had to shortlist according to the skill set and the job description shared by the experts of each domain. So when we had to go through, I would like to share the general observations in the CVs. The best ones, when we said the best ones, or those would be given chance to, the privilege rather, a privilege to be in front of the experts, the panelists, and to attend the interview real-time experience. It's a great opportunity, and under one roof all the experts are in front. So the CV is the first thing that has to create a lot of impression while you get the entry or the gate pass to be in front of the panelists. So when we go through the best ones we selected, we felt there are certain skill sets specially required, or the mandatory skill sets that are required for a candidate to perform a job without any much of training. Definitely, during the interview, the interviewer will assess your training capability. The potential candidate, if the candidate can be trained and be worked in the particular domain. But prior to that, when the recruiter reviews a CV, they would also look for some of the essential qualities whether the person possesses to take up the job with much confidence and effectively he carries out the day-to-day responsibilities. So definitely every company looks for in the CV. So when we just go through the profiles, we felt the job description in alignment with the skill requirement and what the skills you possess and how you have highlighted in the CV. Definitely there should be evidence for demonstration of your skills in the CV. CV talks about you. Here in this group itself, the people who have not got the opportunity to go through this interview round, for you I say, you cannot get the second opportunity to create the first impression. So the first impression is through CV. Next comes the one-on-one interview wherein you create the impression with your grooming, with other aspects, your behavior, your attitude, etc., etc. So from far end, when somebody reviews the CV, he gets an opinion. So whatever you highlight in the CV, that should have something for the recruiter to at least form an opinion about the candidate and whether this candidate is a potential candidate to be called for the interview itself. So the 3 domains, we selected the profiles on the basis of those criteria. So at this point, I would like to just project a PPT on CV making. Though we offer a course itself, Career Development Center is offering a course called Communication, wherein the very first module of the training covers CV making. So perhaps if the candidate gets understanding or clear understanding of what the mandatory fields they need to project in the CV, be it a core, be it an IT, or be it a domain specific, there are certain fields wherein you have to fill the details very genuinely with lot of projection of your experience in that. Even the words that are used, the software selects the keywords. So accordingly, the keywords and active words, instead of observing the process, gain the practical exposure in the working of the machines or the medical implements that are available in the particular industry. Even the usage of words matter. The very first career objective statement matters a lot. So a person, a vague objective you mentioned on the top, like we had a time frame of just one night and we have to shortlist. In that case, in thousands of profiles to be viewed, definitely the very first field that catches the attention of the employer or the recruiter would be the career objective statement. If a person is not able to make a career objective statement so precisely, concisely and smartly, I would perhaps advise not to really mention that itself. So the career objective caught the attention of the selectors here, and based on that, and below which whatever skills they project and whatever experience they possess, in order to really give an opinion or give some confidence to the recruiter that such and such person would be a very capable candidate for the particular domain job. Right? I would like to project PPT. It is more self-explanatory for all the candidates who would be sitting for placements now onwards. Would be of great help to really go through this and try to modify your CVs, customize the CVs according to the requirements of the company. I think that will first give a lot of confidence, and definitely that will give a lot of success. Well begun is half done. In the process, I would say, prepared CV would definitely give some edge or advantage over other candidates or the competitors in the job market, at least to get the entry or the gate pass. So I would like to just project the PPT for you all to just go through. If there are any specific doubts you have, you might perhaps clarify with me. Resume ready. First slide. Yeah. So your educational and professional background. So I would call it a CV itself instead of resume, because you have already got internship experience and implant trainings and you are actually into projects, and definitely you have acquired professional experience. So try to highlight in the resume. That has to be there in the resume to really give the opinion or the impression, I say first impression. Professional objective, that is what I talk about career objective. So career objective has to be very precise, very concise. Let it not be a very big summary. Let there not be three statements, not more than 3 statements projecting your short-term goal in the domain or the industry and the skills you have to perform the job. All these need to find place. There may be n number of Google statements, you can research on, you can just surf the net, browse through and get career objective statements for biomedical engineers. What is applicable to you? Please try to project that. Entry-level candidate. Let us not really consider us an entry-level candidate, but when you are in the final year, you are looking for job, definitely. You don't have that much experience to call you as an experienced candidate. So you are seeking for a job. That is where I would come across some of the profiles wherein they have written challenging and rewarding career. When will you get challenging and rewarding career? Please, dear friends, to tell me. Challenging and rewarding career is what you are aspiring for. But you don't even mention which industry. Don't even mention which skills you possess to really seek for such a career. So don't be just carried away by the flamboyant words that are being used in the Google statements. Try to make your own career objective what is pertinent to you or appropriate to you, and what would be really significant for you if you mention for that particular job. So the very humble advice from me is customize your CV to the requirements of each and every employer whom you are going to confront with. So career objective has to be modified in that way. Skill set is there, but accordingly there should be some fine tuning, some chiseling, something so as to make it very appropriate. So these are all the very important aspects that are to be covered in CV. That's what. Work experience. Of course, academic qualification you will mention. Career objective, if you can make something of your own, create it, something very significant for you, That only should be your career objective and not anything else. And work experience, of course, projects and internships. Definitely, the contribution to the team in a project and the learning outcome of the project, learning outcome of the industrial visit, the workshop attended, seminars participated, conferences attended. Definitely, you should be in a position to consolidate your learning, at least at the time of interview. You cannot find time to really recall or to think about to answer. That is why we generally advise to write a small intro about or something, one statement, a textual information, what the learning outcome of it, when, where, complete details. All these are very necessary in the project internship details and workshops. Awards and honors. Awards and honors, I would prefer this paper presentations, model presentations, because you're all aspiring for something core. And definitely for the sales domain, you need to project your marketing skills. And the marketing skills in the name of sponsorship committee, SRM students working for our sponsorship committee, you display a lot of your skills, marketing skills and interpersonal skills, effective communication skills. I think that has to be projected, not for the research job. So what to project and what not to project in a particular CV, you need to be very, very careful. Play a very safe and smart game to really give that appeal to the employer when he or she has to shortlist the profile. Additional skills through online courses, certifications and any other projects. You feel those skills you accumulate or gather through them, that can be the part of your CV. Activities and interests. So activities and interests, again your NGO activities or your hobbies. Hobbies can be mentioned if they are really significant, that enhances your personality. And personal data. Personal data fills half of the page. Actually, that is not really required, personal details. I would prefer in personal details if linguistic proficiency is adding something, some value to your profile, being a marketing person, on-site jobs, anything, then perhaps this linguistic proficiency can be added. Date of birth, of course, that can be added. And not really your nationality, gender, mother tongue, etc., etc. That fills half of the page. And please don't give that importance to your personal details. Anyway, they would like to know about you during one-on-one interview. Next, references. The people whom you refer to be really close to you, or at least he must be or she must be able to recognize you by name if the recruiter actually refers that person. That can be one from the industry sector where you did your internship, and one from your educational institution under whom you did project, or under whom you did some mini projects, or you have enhanced your skills. And a career objective, just to go through this career objective statement. Actually, your career objective statement has to be mentioning specific industry. Don't need to mention the name of the company, but the industry at least. Seeking a challenging job in an industry. What industry is not specified. System manager. The managerial position demands a lot of leadership ability. So perhaps the leadership abilities of a candidate possesses. So these are all something related to a software industry, Accordingly, for a biomedical industry and a particular domain, yesterday's session, lot of the experts from different fields and different organizations, they shared how to prepare yourself for the interview, how to prepare a CV accordingly. So the career objective statement matters a lot. Next. From current to past, to be the academic credentials. 12th standard and 10th standard in-campus interview process, it is mandatory, because the consistency in academics they want to look through. So please mention that. Work experience, summer employment, internships, assistantships, stipendary or non-stipendary, but consolidation of learning outcomes. So it has to be it has to be a complete, information. Awards and honors. Awards and honors is project presentation. Additional skills and computer skills. Definitely any engineering candidate has to display software proficiency. Here for biomedical engineering students also, mathematical skills and software skills are very importantly looked at. Activities and interests, personal data. 2 references, don't put more than 2 references. So layout and style, formatting and appropriateness, though the guidelines are shared, it has to be presented in a unique manner. Think out of the box to make the layout even differently. That catches the attention. So ultimately this has to get you an opportunity to go to the panel and give your interview. How much, howsoever you are strong in your technical competencies or academic credentials. Please just read through. So from our shortlisting, I would like to announce the list of candidates who are privileged to have the one-on-one interview with the experts. So you might just go through this.
As your Biontara IDs are called, please come forward and take your seats in the red seats. Sorry,
these are the distinguished candidates shortlisted for the panel interview to be held soon after this event. Let me call upon the names for the application domain. IDs. Okay. So for the application domain, these are the candidates shortlisted. BY1636. You may give a round of applause. Cheer up, please. BY1669. BY1673. BY1674. BY1654. BY1664. BY16144. And this will be a very good opportunity to really watch the proceedings of the day, and definitely there will be lot of take-home messages and learning for you to be performing your best during your forthcoming interview processes. And this is a real-time opportunity for you. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much
for the time and for your presence and a valuable time with us today. We certainly look forward to another interaction in the future. To give the memento, I will now call Mrs. Bhargavi Haripriya, Assistant Professor of Department of Biomedical Engineering.
I would like to tell the other candidates something, there are certain important information that are necessary in the CV lacking. Perhaps the appropriateness was not there, maybe the layout part was not there, maybe the errors, mistakes in the CV. Perhaps those were the reasons for which you are deprived of this opportunity. Please don't lose hopes. Try to make the corrections, whatever the PPT shown, and Mrs. Bhargavi would be sharing the PPT with you all, so that with that you can fine-tune your profile. That will be a great opportunity for you in future. Don't lose hopes, be always positive, definitely success will be there. All the best.